All right, today we have yet another great success story courtesy from Dr. Chad Weber at Regenerative Neuropathy, the St. Louis Neuropathy Experts. I want you to say hi to Dr. Weber and Dorothea, who has a great story to share with us in a moment. But we welcome both of them back to Great Day St. Louis. Dr. Weber, tell us what makes Dorothea's case so unique.
Dorothea was kind of a more different situation than the average person that comes in our office. She was suffering from long COVID, so she had a very complicated and almost life-threatening experience with the COVID situation. Also some pre-diabetes type things going on, and she's like a lot of patients though with peripheral neuropathy that are seeking help and looking for answers and kind of seeing their whole life kind of go down the tubes, unfortunately. Losing mobility, she used to be a runner, and like losing her ability to be active like she wants to, and then going through all the standard medical stuff that a lot of our patients go through without getting any answers, basically.
But that's what we try to push when we talk about your practice, is that everybody's different, and there's not just one approach. It's not just throw gabapentin at them until the pain goes away. It's about finding a solution for that particular individual, right?
Yeah, well, the problem with most conditions, not just peripheral neuropathy, but it's a multifaceted deal, right? You got to treat a human being. You're not just treating a condition, you're treating a person. If you don't treat all the aspects of the human being, you can't get to a solution. So that's what we specialize in, is getting programs put together that are treating all the different components that are causing these conditions.
So Dorothea, this was a rough go-around because you had the COVID and the neuropathy that you had to deal with. What made you seek help from Dr. Weber?
Well, due to the long COVID, I started having sharp shooting pains in my feet and in my lower legs, traveled into my hands and my fingers. After a few months, I started having numbness in both of my feet. I went to a neurologist. They gave me medication. Medication worked for just a couple months. And after that, pain came back, numbness came back. My husband and I realized this is it, there's nothing else we can do. I used to run, loved playing with the grandkids, run around, enjoyed traveling, and we knew I was going to be crippled. It was all going to end. So my husband saw Dr. Weber on TV, suggested that I go. I'm glad I went because it's been life-changing.
Has it? How has it changed your life?
I'm honestly, so now, I'm able to run around, play with my granddaughters. I'm able to travel. I've been exercising. The great part about it is I can do the therapy while I'm out traveling. I do it at work. I can do it wherever, and it's great.
It's all about sticking with the program. He tells us that. If you're willing to make the commitment and stick with the program, there's going to be improvement. And in your case, it's life-changing, and we talk about that all the time because I've had neuropathy, and I went to my doctor, and those exact words came out of my mouth. I want my life back, and this could be life-changing, can't it, Doctor?
Yeah, it's amazing what someone can actually accomplish if they commit to something. Like I tell people, anyone that comes in our clinic, there's no quick fix for this, right? So it's not about just taking a medication that solves the problem. Neuropathy is not a gabapentin deficiency issue, right? But it's amazing what people can accomplish and watch their whole health profile improve. Like people that come in our clinic, not only does the neuropathy get better, but the cholesterol improves, their blood pressure improves. If they need to lose weight, most of them tend to lose 20, 30 pounds, right? It's about making a human being a healthier human being so their body can actually heal and do what it's designed to do, honestly. And that's the thing about Dorothea's situation. She was about 50% nerve damage in her feet, which is about moderate, right? Moderate to severe range. And within 3 months, we are down to below 20%. She's back to doing what she wants. She's got done with a, several day-long trip to Ireland, so she was able to travel and go overseas and listen to some of her favorite bands and everything, and enjoy life. And that's what this is about, is getting your quality of life back.
If someone's concerned that they may have neuropathy, what's the best way to get involved with the program? So
whether you've been diagnosed with neuropathy or you think you might have it, a lot of our patients come in and don't realize they have it, right? So one of the things we offer is the seminars. Now, the seminars have been super popular. We had the biggest one ever a couple weeks ago. So it's an easy opportunity to come out. It's free of charge. It lasts about an hour and a half. So you can come get your questions answered, basically. We go through like a 30-minute educational process. We answer a bunch of Q&A type stuff, answer questions, get most of the big ticket questions out of the way, get understanding what we're about and how we're not just the pill people. We're not the guys who are going to give you a bunch of pills and say, come back here in 6 months. You can also schedule an appointment at the clinic too, obviously. And we still go through education with that process. But the big thing is the seminars. So it's a big group. It's not like you're an individual person there sitting by yourself. Like I said, we had 44 people at the last one. So come to the seminar, come get educated, see what we have to offer for you, and get your life back on track.
Dorothea, did you read this book?
Actually, I have not.
I have. I'm telling you, and you can get a copy of this book if you go to the seminar. So please pick up the phone and do that. If you want to attend an upcoming seminar at Eckert's Country Restaurant in Belleville, that's coming up this Thursday, July 9th, at 8:30 in the morning, you can call 618-232-4035. Free neuropathy educational seminar. Free order off the breakfast menu. Wow, and a free book too. Are you going to drive me home afterwards? What else could you possibly
I can't do that.
Do you have turtle ice cream? Because that's a big draw. Call now to reserve your spot.
Thank you very much, you three.